Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. I'm your host, Ellen, and today we have a 100-question quiz on general knowledge. Let's take a look at our Quiz Class awards. Let us know how you ranked at the end. And here are our categories for today. And of course, we will begin with science for question number 1. What is the cell's mitochondrion commonly known as? Powerhouse, energy, or cellular? Powerhouse. Which cellular process is responsible for the breakdown of glucose to produce energy? Photosynthesis, glycolysis, or fermentation? Glycolysis. What part of the pancreas is responsible for regulating blood sugar levels? Ducts, lobules, or islets of Langerhans? Islets of Langerhans. What is the primary function of white blood cells? Carrying oxygen, fighting infections, or transporting nutrients? Fighting infections. Which chemical in living organisms is responsible for carrying genetic instructions? DNA, RNA, or carbohydrate? DNA. Cellulose is the main component of the cell wall in which type of plant? Plant more, higher plants, or herbs? Higher plants. When does mitosis occur? During the process of meiosis, when DNA is being replicated, or when a cell divides to form two identical daughter cells? When a cell divides to form two identical daughter cells. Osmosis is the process by which water moves across the nucleus, cell wall, or cell membrane. Cell membrane. The cerebellum is part of which organ and is responsible for coordinating voluntary movements and balance? Liver, brain, or heart? Brain. Which blood type is considered the universal donor? A, AB, or O? O. The small intestine is the primary site of blood filtration, immune response, or nutrient absorption. Nutrient absorption. What hormone is responsible for the fight or flight response? Glucagon, cortisol, or adrenaline? Adrenaline. What type of gene determines traits such as eye color? The recessive gene, the allele gene, or the dominant gene? The allele. What type of relationship benefits both organisms involved? Symbiotic, commensal or competitive? Symbiotic. Which component of the blood plays a primary role in initiating the clotting process? Plasma, platelets, or red blood cells? Platelets. Nitrogen fixation is the process of converting which form of nitrogen into a form that plants can utilize? Nitrogen dioxide, atmospheric nitrogen, or nitrogen trioxide? Atmospheric nitrogen. The primary function of a leaf is to perform which of the following processes? Reproduction, nutrient, or photosynthesis? Photosynthesis. What does the term biodiversity refer to in the context of an ecosystem? Landforms, life forms, or soil types? Life forms. What is the primary function of the Golgi apparatus in a cell? Energy production, DNA replication, or protein modification? Protein modification. Ribosomes are crucial for which cellular process? Cellular division, lipid synthesis, or protein assembly from amino acids? Protein assembly from amino acids. And let's move on to sports terms for question 21. In which game is the term love used to denote a score of 0? Baseball, soccer, or tennis? Tennis. In which sport is the term trapping used to describe the action of controlling the ball with the foot, chest, or head? Rugby, soccer, or volleyball? Soccer. In baseball, what does the term run total refer to? The number of innings, the total number of home runs, or the sum of all runs scored? The sum of all runs scored. In boxing, what does the term clean hit refer to? Punch that is blocked by the opponent, punch that lands cleanly on the opponent's face or body, or a punch that lands below the belt? Below the belt. In which sport does the term bowled refer to a situation where the ball hits the stumps and causes the bails to fall off? Golf, soccer, or cricket? Cricket. In cricket, what does the acronym LBW stand for? Line before wicket, left before wicket, or leg before wicket? Leg before wicket. In which sport is zone defense a strategy where players guard specific areas rather than individual opponents? Soccer, hockey, or basketball? Basketball. In which sport is man-to-man marking a defense strategy where each player guards a specific opponent? Soccer, hockey, or basketball? Soccer. In which sport does catch refer to catching a batted ball before it hits the ground? Volleyball, basketball, or baseball? Baseball. What is the term for jumping at the net to intercept a spike? Spike, set, or block? Block. In a sprint track and field race, from what position do runners start? Standing, starting block, or crouched? Starting block. In which sport are crease plays and sending the puck to clear the zone common strategies? Ice hockey, field hockey, or floorball? Ice hockey. In rugby, what is the term for restarting the game with a line out after the ball is kicked into touch? Scrum, knock on, or line out? Line out. In American football, what is the term for a play where the quarterback throws the ball forward? Run, punt, or pass? Pass. In golf, what is a term for the area where the grass is cut very short and the hole is located? Tee, green, or rough? Green. In swimming, what is a term for the stroke characterized by a circular arm motion and a flutter kick? Backstroke, butterfly, or freestyle? Butterfly. In tennis, what is a term for a serve that is untouched and lands in the correct service box? Ace, let, or winner? Winner. In football, what is the term for a free kick awarded from the edge of the penalty area due to a foul? Corner kick, penalty kick, or direct free kick? Direct free kick. In baseball, what is a term for a pitch that the batter does not swing at and is outside the strike zone? Ball, strike, or hit? Ball. In soccer, what is the term for the defensive strategy to catch attackers offside? Zone defense, high press, or offside trap? Offside trap. And let's move to famous chefs for question 41. Which restaurant was founded by Fergus Henderson? Sketch, St. John, or the Fat Duck? St. John. Which American chef wrote the French Laundry Cookbook? Alice Waters, David Chang, or Thomas Keller? Thomas Keller. Which Spanish chef founded El Bulli? Paco Perez, Ferran Adria, or Jose Andres? Ferran Adrià. Cédric Grolet was the executive pastry chef at which Paris location? L'Arpeggier, Café de Flore, or Le Maurice? Le Maurice. Which Japanese chef owned Jiro Sushi? Jiro Ono, Jiro Takahashi, or Jiro Watanabe? Jiro Ono. Which Brazilian chef is known for DOM? Helena Rizzo, Alex Atala, or Rodrigo Oliveira? Alex Atala. Ben Shuri, an Australian chef, is known for his restaurant named Quay, Attica, or Sepia? Attica. Which Italian chef is known for Il Gatto Nero? Nino Ferrer, Enrico Bartolini, or Umberto Bombana? Umberto Bombana. Which Indian chef is known for Benares? Atul Kochhar, Gagan Anand, or Vineet Bhatia? Atul Kochhar. Which South African chef is known for the Test Kitchen? Nico Ormito, Luke Dale Roberts, or Benny Masekwameng? Luke Dale Roberts. Which Peruvian chef is known for his restaurant Central? Gaston Acurio, Rafael Osterling, or Virgilio Martinez? Virgilio Martinez. Which French chef is known for his restaurant La Grande Véfour? Alain Ducasse, Pierre Gagnaire, or Jean-Pierre Vigato? Jean-Pierre Vigato. Pierre Wijnants is a Belgian chef renowned for his unique take on fine dining at his restaurant named Les Bernardines, Comme ce soit, or Les Jules Verne? Comme ce soit. Rob Gentile, a Canadian chef, is known for his work at which restaurant? Allo, Buka, or Canoe? Buka. Alain Passard, a French chef, is famous for his vegetarian cuisine and his restaurant named L'Arpeggier, Le Maurice, or Le Comptoir? L'Arpeggier. Which Greek chef is known for his restaurant Spondi? Vasilis Kalidis, Christoforos Peskias? Yes, those two. Christoforos Peskias. Which American chef is known for his contribution to Farmhouse Tavern and The Spence? Sean Brock, Hugh Acheson, or Kevin Gillespie? Kevin Gillespie. And Doni Luis Aduriz is known for his inventive approach to what type of dishes at Mugaritz? Spanish, Basque, or French? Basque cuisine. Joni Boer is famous for his Restaurant de l'Ivrier and his modern interpretation of what cuisine? Italian, French, or Dutch? Dutch. Which chef is known for Stirrerek in Vienna? Johann Lafer, Heinz Reitbauer, or Andreas Caminada? Heinz Reitbauer. Let's move on to world leaders for question 61. Before the monarchy was established in Bhutan in 2008, Jigme Thinley held what position? Foreign Minister, Minister of Finance, or Prime Minister? Prime Minister. Who has served as President of Equatorial Guinea since 1979? Carlos Villalobos, Francisco Macias Nuema, or Teodoro Mbasogo? Teodoro Mbasogo. David Dacko was the head of state of the Central African Republic until which year? 1960, 1965, or 1970? (1965). Who was the chief of state of Togo from 1967 to 2005? Foire Nasingbe, Nasingbe Eyadema, or Nicholas Grunitsky? Eyadema. Who took over as Prime Minister of the Solomon Islands during a period of ethnic conflict in 2000? Alan Kemakeza, Manasseh Sogavare, or Bartholomew Ulafalu? Manasseh Sogavare. Which leader was the president of Turkmenistan from 2006 to 2022 and continued the policies of his predecessor? I am not going to try these names. And there you have it. Sedenbal was the general secretary of which party? Mongolian Nationalist Party, the People's Party, or the Mongolian People's Revolutionary Party? The Mongolian People's Revolutionary Party. Which leader was president of Mauritania from 2005 to 2007 and oversaw transition to civilian rule? And our second choice is the answer. Malam Bakai Sanha was the president of which country from 2005 to 2009? Senegal, Cape Verde, or Guinea-Bissau? Guinea-Bissau. Hank Aaron served as the president of which country from 1988 to 1990, playing a significant role in its political landscape? Guyana, Suriname, or Barbados? Suriname. Which leader was the president of the Comoros from 1999 to 2001 and oversaw significant political instability? Said Mohamed Johar. Seretse Khama was the prime minister of Botswana that led the country to independence, negotiated the country's first constitution, or promoted economic development? Led the country to independence. Which chief minister of the Indian state of Sikkim served from 1974 to 1994? And our first choice is the answer. Sir Silas Atapare, president of Papua New Guinea from 1999 to 2004, was remembered for what? Economic reforms, constitutional reforms, or conflict leadership? Constitutional reforms. During his term as president of Chad from 1982 to 1990, Hissène Habré is recognized for educational reforms, human rights abuses, or environmental policies. Human rights abuses. Who became president in Niger's first multi-party presidential elections in 1993? Muhammad Usmane. Who was named as Hero of the Nation in Burkina Faso? Thomas Sankara. Miguel Trovoada served as the president of which country from 1991 to 2001? Cape Verde, Mozambique, or Sao Tome and Principe? Sao Tome and Principe. Mohamed Nasheed was the president of which country from 2008 to 2012? Sri Lanka, Maldives, or Nepal? Maldives. Vigdis Finnbogadóttir was the president of Iceland from which years? That's Finnbogadóttir. From 80 to 96, 72 to 80, or 84 to 92? From 1980 to 1996. And let's move over to cultural geography. For question 81, which native group in the highlands of Papua New Guinea is renowned for its detailed face paint and traditional sing-sings? Asmat, Dani, or Hulai? Or Huli? Huli. These people play traditional musical instruments like the mbira. San people, Zulu people, or Shona people? The Shona people. Which festival celebrated by the Ainu people involves ceremonial dances and offerings to appease bear spirits? Matsuri, Ayomante, or Obon? Ayomante. What traditional weaving technique do the Maori people use for intricate patterns in textiles? Kapahaka, Ta Moko, or Raranga? Raranga. The Lalibela rock-hewn church complex is located in which area of Ethiopia? Oromia, Amhara, or Tigray? Amhara. Which indigenous Australian group is known for dot painting? Papunya, Kuri, or Noongar? Papunya. Which small island nation in the Indian Ocean is known for ceremonial dance Tana? Mauritius, Comoros, or Maldives? Comoros. Where is the Kizhi Hogost, known for its traditional wooden architecture, located in Russia? Karelia, Kamchatka or Siberia? Karelia. Hand-carved wooden masks used in traditional ceremonies are from which people? Bois, Fang, or Dogon? Dogon. Which Caribbean island is known for the spice mas? Tobago, Grenada, or Barbados? Grenada. Which Southeast Asian country is known for their traditional Khon dance drama? Thailand, Vietnam, or Laos? Thailand. From which country is a traditional fermented tea leaf salad known as lapet toki? Laos, Cambodia, or Myanmar? Myanmar. Which ancient site in Mexico features pyramid-shaped temples? Palenque, Chichen Itza, or Monte Alban? Monte Alban. Which Pacific island nation is known for its traditional tattooing practices with intricate patterns? Fiji, Samoa, or Tonga? Samoa. Which country in West Africa is home to the Yoruba people and the Ifa divination practice? Ivory Coast, Nigeria. Yes, those two. Ivory Coast or Nigeria? Nigeria. Which city celebrates the traditional Polish festival of Wianki? Krakow, Jarmark, or Targi? Krakow. Which region of India is known for the traditional dance form Kathakali? Kerala, Karnataka, or Andhra Pradesh? Kerala. Which South American country celebrates the Inti Raymi festival? Peru, Chile, or Colombia? Peru. What is the Icelandic hot dog called? Skyr, Pilsa, or Hakkarl? Hakkarl. Pilsa. And for question 100, what unique tradition is celebrated annually with a large fair in Luxembourg City? Wales, Ireland, or Schuberfour? And of course, that would be Schuberfour. That was a freebie for you. Our bonus question, who was the first Prime Minister of Great Britain? Let us know the answer in the comments, and along with the answer, let us know how you did with our Quiz Class Einstein rewards. We'd love to know. And as always, thanks for playing this quiz. Hit that like button, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.